Welcome back to the channel, guys. I'm Andy, my wife is behind the camera, and we are Destination Desert. So we were super excited when MaxpeedRods reached out to us because, as you can see, we do a lot of boondocking. Probably 3/4 of our camping is boondocking, and we only have one lead acid battery and power station, so we desperately need generators to power up our power stations and to run our AC, because if you guys don't know this, we are in Arizona and it's very hot, so we need our air conditioner working. So that's where this comes in handy. So the MaxpeedRods is a 5,500 watt max peak unit. Running watts is 4,000 watts, and it is a 30 amp unit. So it has the 30 amp plug, which is right there. So the main reason we are super excited to get this one is we have another 5,500 watt generator, but it is a tank. I believe it weighs about 126 pounds. This one is 55 pounds filled up with gas and oil. So this one is almost a third as light as our other 5,500 watt. And that thing's a beast. I mean, this thing has a handle, easy to carry. We were so excited to get this. So we're gonna go over some of the functions here. The size of it is 19 inches long. It's also 11 1/2 inches wide, and 17 3/4 inches tall. So it's very compact for a 5,000 watt generator. I'm super impressed. It does have basically a 1 gallon gas tank, which runs about 3.5 hours at 50% load. We did test that last night, and that was about exactly right. We had our AC going, and it went about 4 hours on one tank, and then we just brought 2 gallons of gas, so we were good to go for the night. So we're gonna go over some of the features here. So just like most generators, you got your off, run, and your choke, just your dial. So obviously you're gonna use that choke when the engine is cold. It does have a on-off switch for eco mode. I always just keep it on. We have our 120 volt plugs. We already talked about the 30 amp plug. What's really cool too is you can run these in parallel. So you have your little parallel adapters there, which they do supply the cables for those too. You have your AC reset, your little DC charging ports, your USB charging ports, and then your breakers and resets up top here. And last but not least, you have your CO carbon alarm. The AC just showing that you do have power to your AC. The overload, so if something were to overload, that light would go off and it would shut down the unit. And then your low oil light, which is really nice. If your oil gets low, it'll sense it and it will shut down the unit, which is really nice to have too. And when they do send out these units, there's no oil in them, so make sure you put oil in them before you start them. So this unit is a pull start only, which has its drawbacks and benefits. Obviously, electric start easier. We find anytime with electric start, the batteries almost always go dead out here in Arizona, and I end up pull starting it anyway. And now you're just carrying a heavier unit around because you need all those things to make it electric start and the battery in there. So I prefer the pull start because it's a lot lighter. It also comes with the manual, the spark plug wrench, a oil funnel, which works great for adding oil and changing the oil, a little screwdriver, the cables for the parallel system, a dust cover, and a US plug to plug into your 30 amp. So we want to thank MaxpeedRods for sending this out to us today. It worked great. We had one little hiccup, which was kind of more my fault. I had the exhaust pointed in the direction of the wind, which sent off the carbon monoxide detector and shut it down. But then it started up fine and we were good to go. So hey, we know that works, right? So if this is something that would interest you guys, a nice compatible, easy to carry generator, the link will be down below. Go check it out. I'm telling you, it's worth the money. There we go. Let's go camping.